They didn't even have a profile yet on psychologytoday.com. Their counseling practice is ready to go. The clinic is ready to open. They are ready to take new clients. Whoops. But that's okay. I got it. I understood why they hadn't done that yet, because it's scary to put yourself out there online, to raise your hand and to say, hey, everybody, I'm ready for business. And yet, that's exactly what you have to learn how to do if you want to have a business. So your online social profile matters. Getting that right is important. It's like the first handshake. It's the first impression. It's where people decide right off the bat if they'd like to know more about you. And today, I'm going to give you 5 keys to a better online social profile. Let's do this. Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Wendy Pitts Reeves. I am a longtime practicing psychotherapist and a private practice expert. I work with healers and coaches and creatives across the country who want to design an ideal practice, a small business that works as well for them as it does for their clients. And a big part of what I'm about is helping you make peace with profit so you can have more of it and do more good things in the world, which is what we're all about, right? And marketing, y'all, is a big part of that. Now, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below, share it with a colleague, or even better yet, subscribe to my channel, because that's going to help me get this out to more people. And I really appreciate that. Now, let's talk about those online social media profiles, shall we? Your profile on any kind of an online directory is where your ideal clients first have a chance to see you, to be curious about you, to select you out of a whole bunch of other folks, and to want to perhaps go into a little bit deeper of a conversation with you. It's really a great way to make a good first impression. It's also a really easy way to turn them off. You don't want to be that one. You want to be the first one. So let's talk about 5 quick keys that you want to have in place to make sure that your social profile is effective, engaging, and is going to bring your ideal clients to you. Shall we? All right, let's dive in. The first one, I think you're going to expect this. I hope you're going to expect this. Maybe not, but it is to have a professional, well-done headshot. Spend some money, y'all. Go spend some time with a photographer, preferably one who includes hair and makeup as part of the package, and get 3, 4, 5 good pictures that you can use in a variety of marketing contexts, especially for your online profile. You want a picture that is warm, friendly, engaging, healthy, not scary, serious, or slightly depressed looking, which happens. You also don't want a picture that looks like it was taken by your best friend on a date night, right? Like, you want to look like you're worth the money that you charge. And I don't mean wear a suit and be all lawyered up, but you want to look, competent and friendly. Do that. The second key is, this is a little bit harder to wrap your mind around, but that is, what is your messaging? For most of you, or for too many of you, your messaging is either really messy and unclear, or it's bland, boring, just like everybody else's out there. Go read 5, 10, 15 profiles of other people in your industry and see if you don't see some patterns there. How are you different? And do you share that? Is that clear in your profile? Are you clear about who you work best with and who you don't work with? Are you clear about how working with you is not going to be like anybody else? Because that's what's going to make you memorable out of the sea of faces that are scrolling through their screen. When I had someone refer to me because they said a client needed a quote, kick in the pants, unquote, kind of therapist, I was mortified. I was like, oh my gosh, is that what I am? And then I came to realize that that was actually a compliment. What she meant was that I was the kind of therapist that was going to shoot straight with people, and that sometimes is exactly what people need. And when I began to see that and own that and weave that into my marketing copy, my referrals began to not only go up, but they tended to be the kind of people I work best with. How are you different? And is that clear in your messaging? The third key I want you to look at is, what's your call to action and how clear is it? When I read your profile, I'm curious. You got me. I love your picture. You look kind of friendly. I'm kind of curious about you. When you write, you sound like you're talking to me personally. So what do I do? How do I find you? What's the first step I take? Do I call you? Do I send you an email? Do I go to your website? What do I do? Don't make me have to think about that. Don't make me have to look for it. Make it crystal clear and easy to figure out, so I will know the very next step to take. Clear call to action. The fourth key I want you to take, and key I want you to use. Now, this is specifically useful for those of you on psychologytoday.com. I don't know if this will apply in other directories or not, but on Psych Today, it's very much based on geography. So when you put a profile there, you're allowed to have a handful of specific zip codes that you want your profile to show up in. So if someone in that zip code is looking for a counselor, you're more likely to show up in their feed. Well, often our first thought, of course, is to put the zip code where we live or where your office is, and probably 2 or 3 of the more common ones that are right around you. But I encourage you to think a little more strategically about that. Where are the major population areas that are maybe a little bit further away, 20 minutes away, 30 minutes away, 45 minutes away, where perhaps that's not your neighborhood, but when folks really want to see you, they will drive to see you. And to take that a step further, in today's world where so much of our work is either via telehealth or online coaching, they could be in cities across your state. So don't just pick the zip codes right around your office. Be smart about that and use the ones that are more likely to let you show up in markets where people are going to be drawn to you, even if it means they have to drive a little bit, or even if it means they have to work with you online. That right there, y'all, that tip, that's golden. The last one is the hardest one. I'll start with psychtoday.com and then we'll broaden this out a little bit. On Psychology Today, they now give you the option of creating a 15-second introductory video. And yet, y'all, 15 seconds is nothing. It's a blink. It takes a little practice to be able to even say my name in 15 seconds. And most people are not using that. So if you use that today, you're automatically going to stand out. Your profile is going to float to the top. You're going to be presented to them as someone to look at, right? And when people get to hear what you sound like, see how you move, see the twinkle in your eye, they are going to be so much more comfortable reaching out to you through that super clear crystal call to action because they've got a sense of you. So don't be one of the ones who goes, oh, I don't even know how to do that. Be one of the ones who goes, I don't know how to do that, but I'm going to figure it out. Okay. And use video. And for those of you that Psych Today doesn't make any sense, whatever directory you're on, or y'all, even on your website or anywhere else you have the opportunity, video is key. And it doesn't need to be long. It just needs to be a little bit of you saying, hi, this is who I am. This is who I think you are. Perhaps we should have a conversation. Try it. Now here's what I'd love to hear from you. In the comments below, I got a challenge for you. Tell me, how are you different? How are you different from everyone else in your field? And I'm not saying better than. They're great. You're great. How are you different? Share that with me below. And if you'd like a little help with your profile, and you could use a second pair of eyes, or even maybe somebody to sit beside you while you write it for the first time, I'd be happy to help you with that. I can do that through a quick start consult. You can sign up for that. through the link in the description below, or go to my website at wendypittsreeves.com and look for the button that says Start Here. You'll learn more about that there. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye now.